everyone, and welcome to Ranger Rob Country Living. Here we talk about homesteading and prepping and raising animals and cooking and the latest news that affects our freedoms and liberty and all that kind of stuff. And it is a beautiful day. Not a sparkling day, but a beautiful day in Central Oregon. Still cooling off, a little breezy today. Our goal today is a couple of things. We've got a thumbs up on the guy who's going to build our new fencing and the outer perimeters. Very excited to get that done. That'll lock up our property, protect our animals, and that's a good thing. The sooner we can get that done, the better. Second, I gotta finish this thing. It's our pig shelter. Basically, I'm gonna put one of the things I've been saying is like you should use our scrap and stuff, and I don't have metal siding to use on this, so I'm gonna go ahead and use plywood and finish this. It will make it heavier, but we can do something different in the future. The other thing is I need to put some eye bolts or something on here so we can hook it to the tractor to move around to different paddocks. Weight wise right now, it's really not that bad, but it's going to be much heavier when I put the plywood on. So it'll look a little funny because I'm putting a 4x8 on here and then a 1x8 in the lower section, because this is 5 feet from top to bottom. So it'll look a little funny, but it'll be a great shelter for the piggies. So that's what's going on there. Yep. Till I think of some other stuff I gotta do. Let's go look around. So being inspired by a channel that I really like, it has to do with sailing. But you know, I'm kind of thinking about creating a group of people that are like-minded, that want to get into homesteading or in homesteading, and we can all kind of contribute together to help each other. And I don't know what that vision looks like exactly. So that's interesting. So that thing was just full of little birds and a bell. I wonder what they're after. They're probably after the old corn. What is it, Belle? Did you find birds? Huh. Anyway, squirrel. Woo! Anyway, looks like I need to feed some chickens. I'm gonna check in the greenhouse. This is kind of getting depressing because everything's dying. But let's see what we got. So, very interesting. So, as you can see, the tomatoes, they're gone. Broccoli's coming along, but everything's pretty much wrapping up here. But look at this very interesting thing. I don't know if you can see it on camera. So you see how the plants are kind of dying here, and then they look a little bit better, and then this one's beautiful right here. So what's your guess of why that one's fine and all the rest are dying? And here it is, this. So I got this little heater that's been running, apparently not enough to warm the whole greenhouse, but enough to warm this plant, and it's thriving. How interesting is that? So I might have to keep this. It looks like it's 2 plants. Wouldn't it be interesting to just leave that there, tear out the rest, see if we can keep this tomato plant going. Just try it. But you can see as it's reaching the top, it's definitely stressing on the top. But I've never seen that before. That's insane. But yeah, we'll have to kind of see how that works out. I'll have to take a closer look. And I've got tons of lettuce, and I am so busy that I can't even get around to getting a salad made. But anybody in Crooked River Ranch that wants some lettuce, please let me know. Of course, you might not see this video for about 2 to 3 days, but it's probably still going to be lettuce here. So if you want some, come on down. Just contact me through Facebook. So anyway, that's what's going on here. So today I've got to get some plywood moved up to the front of the house, and get that shelter done. I got to buy some tomatoes today. I know it sounds silly, but I want to make some pico de gallo and also a salad, and I don't have good enough tomatoes anymore to do that, so I gotta go get some tomatoes today. And before I leave this area, I gotta feed some chickens. And by the way, we are adding calcium to their food to strengthen their eggs. Sherry, like I mentioned in the videos earlier, when we process 48 eggs a week, we now take the eggshells, bake them in the oven, dry them out a little bit. Sherry throws them in a blender, turns them into powder. As I'm feeding them, I add some of that powder to their food to just give them a little more calcium. So anyway, let me get these chickens fed. Well guys, I've been working on the pig shelter a little bit kind of stopped trying to figure out what I want to do with these boards. I put some temporary screws in the bottom here to hold it, but what I got is I got these, it's actually raining, these sheets of plywood that's just sitting in the back. I wanted to use them, but this is 5 feet from top to bottom, so I got a gap here. And so if I put another sheet of plywood in there, I could have warpage. And so I got to kind of rethink that a little bit, but we'll figure something out. Important thing is having a good shelter for the pigs, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I was just planning on taking this one sheet of wood here, split it in half. It would be 1 foot on both, and using that on there, but not too sure right now. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we're coming along. I am waiting for the fence guy to come by, give him a deposit so we can get that project started. And then I gotta run to the store today just to get some cooking stuff. And kind of a weird day today. I thought it was gonna be sunny, but now it's sprinkling a little bit, so I don't know what's going on. So guys, I'm just leaning on the front of my truck here. One of the things I did want to bring up, and I've had videos about this before, but it's getting stronger and stronger. And that is, a lot of us know that there's changes coming that we don't like. Mandates that are going on that we don't like. Probing into how much money we have in the bank and how much we spend. And freedoms and liberties are really being under attack. And the last thing we want to do is understand what I'm talking about is totally non-violent stuff. And no, we don't want a civil war and things like that. But what we can do is push back. If you know of companies and businesses or leaders that are supporting this woke stuff, then what we need to do is stop doing business with them. And also our banks, the commercial banks, the big banks are the ones that are going to start infringing on our privacy. And so you need to find out if your bank is one of those banks. You may have to talk to a manager at your bank and say, are you reporting my transactions to the government and things like that? Or am I getting a credit score based on my social aspect of things? That's just wrong. And so they're really suggesting that we move down to the smaller banks, credit unions, things like that. And Sherry and I were discussing moving our personal accounts to smaller banks just because of that. And that's what I mean by fighting back or pushing back. And it may be one little thing, it could be several big things or several little things that's sending the signal to these people that you're not going to do it. You can try and you can mandate and you can do executive orders all you want. We're not going to comply, but we're going to do it peacefully. And we love what's going on. Like the Thanksgiving comes, a bunch of pilots are talking about taking the time off and crippling the now it won't be fun for all of us trying to travel, but sure cripple the airlines and stuff, because they're being told, you know, they're fighting back on the mandates. And that's amazing. That's how you fight back. And if there's a business in our local area that seems to be woke, like Walmart, Targets, things like that, stop doing business with them. Go to our local stores. It might cost us a little more, but that's how we fight back. Nothing hurts some of these people more than hurting their wallets. And eventually they'll go, maybe we've gone too far. And so instead of eating dinner out at an Applebee's or some company that's supporting some woke stuff, go to some of the little smaller restaurants and spend your money there. Yeah, fight back. Do it through your wallet. Do it through your actions. Do it through your support. Do it through the events that you support. And get involved also in the school districts. I know it's a battle zone, but stay with it. Fight it. And tell them you don't agree with this crazy stuff they're trying to teach our kids. Can they just teach our kids reading, writing, arithmetic, the things that are really critical? Science, teach real science, and teach real American history. That's all we want. We don't need all this social stuff. We need our kids to know how to do math. We need our kids to be good readers. It's gotten totally out of hand, and we need to fight back and push back in any way we can. I don't have kids in schools, so I'm not really involved in that, but they got my full support. And if there's something I could do in my channel to help parents fight back in the school districts, I'd be on it in a heartbeat. All of us have something we can do, and so we need to start doing it. And whether it's just a little thing or big things, all of us need to push back with our wallets and our actions and support. And soon you'll see, once they realize that they don't have as many people watching a certain television show or channel anymore because we're not supporting them anymore, maybe we stop, no more CNN, or maybe you're not happy with Fox or NBC or ABC. Stop watching their shows and watch there's so much other things to do. We can fight back. We can push back. And I'm doing it, and hopefully you will too. So, food for thought. But in the meantime, I've got chores to do, and it's starting to rain. So I don't want my camera in the rain too much. So guys, let's get some other things done here. So it's kind of funny. Our pond, this time of year, happens every year, gets bombarded with robins. So yeah, it's kind of a bird party going on. Robins are, I call, the most rudest birds ever. But anyway, they're doing their thing. So my guy's coming over for a deposit tomorrow. I'll be finalizing what I'm going to do in the roof for that shelter. And we also will break open the Premier 1 fencing and start setting that up and doing a review on it and kind of let you know what we think. So with that in mind, guys, have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Leave a comment below and say hello. We'd really appreciate it. And yeah, guys, let's start pushing back a little. So guys, have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by Ranger Rob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.